Hi everybody! Welcome back to the artist formerly known as Mrs. That's me. I'm so glad that you're here today. Thank you for coming back. Did you check out my Watch It Wednesday? It is the best music video I've seen in a long time. Not the best music video I've ever seen, but a really, really good one. I found it about a year ago. I stumbled across it and I watched it over and over again because it just has this soothing effect on me. But that's not what we're here to talk about. If you haven't watched it yet, I put a link below to my Facebook page. Go over there, check it out. And if you haven't liked my Facebook page, like it. Tell your friends, tell everybody. Go out and tell the mailman when he gets here. Say, have you seen this Facebook page? Everybody needs to watch it. Okay, anyway, so you know how we all have those wrinkles and lines and double chins and everything that we absolutely hate? Well, fear no more, because I have found a solution, and it's simple. When I discovered it, I was like, I wonder why this didn't occur to me before. It's amazing, and it's flawless. So I'm going to do a tutorial on how to rid deep wrinkles, lines, and double chins. See my double chin? It's fantastic. I'm very proud of it. Okay, so I have my everyday liquid foundation that I use. You have to use liquid foundation with this, else it won't work. And I use the Sephora Tint Infusion. So check that out. And then you need some finishing powder, and I'm just going to use Revlon Photo Ready powder that I've got here. And then you're going to need some brushes, and I have my pointed foundation brush from e.l.f. These we'll go into these another day, but these brushes are great. So I have that, a little something to use the foundation with, and then I have, this is my blending eye brush, but I'm going to use it for the powder because you'll need just a little brush for the powder, and you'll see what I mean. Okay, and then last but not least, you need Play-Doh. So I'm using this particular kind because Play-Doh Plus is a little bit softer, and it's more conducive to your skin tone than just regular Play-Doh would be. If you use regular Play-Doh, it's going to look like, you know, you have more defined pores, whereas Play-Doh Plus is really going to blend in nicely. And you're going to want to find something that's closer to your skin tone. I do have pink and blue. Pink would work if I was using it here in my rosacea, and blue would work if I was a Smurf. But since I'm not using either of these, I'm going to use yellow, which is the closest to my skin tone. And then that's why you have the foundation and the powder. So let's get started. First off, I'm going to cover up this. You probably can't see it very well, but you see when I worry, I make a little butt on my forehead, and there's a little line right there. See it? And I don't like it. I use anti-aging cream on it every night, and I always try and fill it in because it's my worry butt line. So when I found this solution, I couldn't believe it. So like I said earlier, you're gonna start with a fresh face. Just make sure it's nice and clean. You've cleansed it. I probably wouldn't use moisturizer before using this technique because I don't think that the Play-Doh would adhere to your skin as well if you used moisturizer. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna take a little dab on your finger, just enough to cover up that wrinkle. So let me get, all right, so about that much. What I'm gonna do is you take that blob and you flatten it out between your two fingers. So it's about the thickness of a piece of skin. You see that hanging off my finger a little bit? Okay, then next you're gonna gently peel it off. Now remember, if you're using this Play-Doh Plus, it is delicate, so you have to work slowly, but if you use regular Play-Doh, you don't have to be as delicate because it's a little bit tougher. All right, so once you have that blob flattened out, then you're gonna lift it gently from your finger, and you're just gonna go ahead and apply it to the wrinkle. Okay. And then you're gonna gently using the tips of your fingers, just rub it, just kind of soften the edges into your skin. If you get little break-offs, that's okay. That's all right. Just pull them off and discard them. Okay. There we go. See how nicely that fuses to the skin? Okay, and then you're just gonna wanna kind of air dry it with your hand a little bit. Air dry, air dry. There you go, and you'll feel that nice breeze, and that's gonna stiffen up the Play-Doh just a little bit, so it's gonna adhere to your skin better. So we're just gonna go like that. Slight breeze, there we go. There we go. All right. Now, be sure not to make your worry bum lines while you're doing this, because if I were to start to be concerned, then the Play-Doh would just crinkle and it would be totally obvious that I covered up the wrinkle, and that would be embarrassing. Okay, so next, now that the Play-Doh has adhered to your skin, look at that nice smooth finish. If it weren't for the color, you wouldn't even be able to tell. All right, next you're gonna take your foundation, and mine is water-based, so I have to shake it up just a little bit. Okay, and I'm gonna move you closer now so that you can see what I'm doing with the makeup application. Okay, so I'm just going to, this foundation is a little bit different because it has a dropper. I'm just gonna drop a little tiny dot on my hand. See that? Okay, now I'm going to take my pointed foundation brush. I'm just gonna dip it in there just a little bit. And now I'm going to paint over the Play-Doh so it matches my skin tone. Okay, looks like I need a little bit more foundation. Depending on the thickness of that piece of Play-Doh, you might need a little bit more or a little bit less. I made mine a little bit thicker just because I wanted to make sure I got good coverage. Okay. All right. Look at that, you can hardly tell. Okay. Awesome, that wrinkle is gone. It's just vanished. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry for a minute, and while that's drying, I'm just gonna show you a couple of other ways that you can use this. If you wanna get rid of this double chin right here, you can just take, let's see, you can just take another glob of Play-Doh, and you'll wanna flatten that out. And then you can just kind of build on your chin so that it's not so that you don't have that definitive double chin line. Like you can fill, hold on, this just isn't adhering as well down here. So you can just fill in that line. See? See, you can't even see the line now. It just goes straight across. Yeah, it might make your chin look a little bit bigger, but I think I'd rather have it bigger than have a definitive double chin line. So anyway, look for a tutorial on ridding of the double chin in the future. For now, we're just gonna focus on the fine lines and the wrinkles. Okay, so after you've given this just a few minutes to dry, we're gonna go ahead and take your setting or your finishing powder. And like I said, I'm using Revlon Photo Ready, so it's just a nice, see, let me hold it up. It's just a nice powder. It's got a little bit of sparkle in it, so you know, a little bit glamorous, a little bit fun. Okay, and I'm just going to get a little bit on my blending brush. All right, and then I'm just gonna go up here and I'm gonna tap it around. Awesome. Awesome. All right, I'm gonna blend this in just a little bit. All right. Okay. And then I'm gonna finish it off with some finishing spray, just so it gives me a dewy look and it makes me feel more finished and put together, and it's just kind of the cherry on top. So I'm using Total Fixation from Buxom. Here, let me hold it up here so that you can see. Oh, there you go. And it's Set and Refreshed Gel Face Mist. And so it says gently mist over face to set and refresh makeup. So this is probably gonna really help it blend in. So let me, awesome, awesome. Okay, and look at that. With just those simple steps and things you have around your house, you can get rid of those lines and those wrinkles. Nobody would even be able to tell that I have a worry bum line now. So I really hope that this tutorial was informative for you. I've gone ahead and posted a link down below to where you can get Play-Doh Plus. Just make sure that you are looking for some that is conducive to your skin tone. So like I said, I chose yellow, but if you want to use it in rosacea, there's pink, and if you're a Smurf, there's blue, and I'm sure there's plenty of other colors that you can choose from. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and go ahead and hit the like button for this amazing tutorial. Follow me on Twitter, link is below. First person to follow me on Twitter today will receive a free Redbox code, a courtesy of moi. I really hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! And then when you make a worry bum, you can't even tell. You can't even tell. Oh, I'm just so